10-minute speech, and the objectives are: prepare an entertaining after-dinner talk on a specific theme, deliver the talk using the skills developed in the preceding projects. Cliff, could you tell me the title? I don't think you did.
They already think I'm gay anyway.
Please welcome Cliff Tye.
Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome back, Carol. It's nice to see you. One of the things that I often have to deal with whenever I'm purchasing a new item of clothing is the fit of that particular item that I just purchased. Being a vertically challenged individual, one of the things I have to deal with is they often have, most, if not all of my clothes have to get altered. If they're pants, the legs are going to have to be shortened. If it's a shirt, the sleeves are going to be too long, or the body. And after a while, it gets to be a little tiresome. It's not a big deal, but it does add up to a not insignificant sum of money. And there's not a whole lot that one can do about this unless you actually just learn to do the hem yourself. So one day, I decided to take a sewing class, and I took one back in October. Not really the manliest of hobbies to take on, certainly not when you would think of pastime for a macho guy, but what the heck, my mom's friends already think I'm gay anyways, and truth be told, I think she's a little worried. And there's nothing that I could really do to alter their perception or change their opinion on me one way or the other, so I thought, what the heck, it doesn't really matter what they think of me, right? And besides, I thought it might be fun. So the first thing I had to do, of course, was to find a sewing machine, and as luck would have it, my mom had one that was lying in her garage. This is a Baycrest. Oh.
Wow.
It's a line of sewing machines that was produced by the Bay back in 1700s. This thing actually is older than me. My mom told me that she bought it when I was a little baby, and it was used at that point by a few years. And it's heavy I weighed it, it's 50 pounds. And it's indestructible. This thing is impervious to and the thing is, back in the day, they made these things built to last. So the only thing I had to do was just get it serviced, and now it works perfectly fine. The second thing I had to do was sign up for a sewing course, and I signed up for a beginner sewing class at this place called A Great Notion. It's a sewing supply company in Langley, and they also hold sewing classes on their premises. And it's a 4-week course, and it's comprised of three-hour classes once a week. And the way it works is, in that course, you would be making stuff basically. And the idea is that as you're working through these sewing projects, you're applying the skills that they're trying to teach. And one of the projects that they had us working on was yoga pants. Or more specifically for the ladies. It turned out that I was the only guy in that class. And even more specifically, I was the only guy that instructor had ever had in her class ever. So she didn't think that yoga pants would be up my alley, which I guess you can't really see me in wearing those things anyways, right now. So she gave me a choice of options to try instead. The first one was making a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I could try to make pajama bottoms. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe try to make some dance pants. Now, I wasn't really into making a t-shirt because I had tons of t-shirts already. And I couldn't quite understand if she thought that yoga pants would be too feminine for me, why she thought that dance pants would be any better, any more appealing for me. But it turned out that I did need a pair of pajama bottoms anyways, so I decided to make those. And it wasn't really a big deal anyways, because the whole